Have you ever been playing a classic game of solitaire and thought, man, this is fun, but what if I could actually win some crypto doing this? Well, if you have, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down everything you need to know about the SportsFuture Holiday Solitaire event.
So let's just cut right to it. This is the question on everyone's mind, right? Can you really play a classic, totally free game and walk away with actual digital assets? We're talking NFTs and tokens. It sounds a little too good to be true, so let's dig in and find out.
So what SportsFuture is doing here is pretty cool. They're taking a game we all know and love and mixing it up with Web3 technology for this special holiday promotion. And that just means they're using the blockchain to create real digital ownership. So let's unpack exactly how this event works, what you can win, and, what you need to be aware of before you start playing.
All right, first things first. Let's get into the part you really care about. How do you actually play, and more importantly, how do you win? The good news? It is incredibly simple.
Okay, so you'll want to take note of these dates. The whole thing kicks off on December 23rd, and it runs straight through to January 4th. Now, you're going to want to pay special attention to the days starting December 26th, and we'll get to why in just a minute. After it all wraps up, the grand prizes start getting handed out on January 5th, so mark your calendars.
So, how do you actually get in on this? Honestly, it could not be easier. You just head over to the OpenPlaza platform, that's the marketplace where the game is, and you just play Solitaire. That's it. No complicated sign-up forms, no special entry process. If you're an active player, you are automatically in the running to win. Simple as that.
All right, now for the main event. Let's talk about the good stuff. The reason we're all here, the prizes. What can you actually get for your solitaire skills?
So, the prize pool is actually pretty deep. We're not talking about one or two winners here. The top 25 randomly picked players are gonna win something. This ranges from exclusive Christmas 25 or House of Sports NFTs, all the way up to the grand prize. The first place winner gets both of those awesome NFTs plus 1,000 SFUT tokens. And yeah, those are the platform's actual cryptocurrency tokens. It's a serious haul.
And hey, remember I told you to pay attention to those bonus dates? Well, this is why. On top of all the grand prizes, from December 26th to January 4th, they're doing daily random giveaways. A lucky active player is going to win a free House of Sports NFT every single day. It's a really smart way to keep people coming back and playing all through the holidays.
So we've been throwing the term NFT around a lot. For anyone who's kind of new to this space, let's just quickly clear that up. An NFT is basically a one-of-a-kind digital certificate. It's recorded on a super secure public ledger called a blockchain, and it proves, without a doubt, that you own a specific digital item, just like the prizes they're giving away here.
Okay, so it's free to play, and there are real prizes. This is usually the point where everybody gets a little skeptical and starts asking, all right, so what's the catch? And that's a fair question. So let's talk about the fees, because being transparent here is really, really important.
And that's the big one, isn't it? The event is advertised as free to play, but then there's a mention of transaction fees. How can both of those things be true? Well, let's break that down right now.
This right here is the absolute key. You have to understand the difference between an entry fee and a network fee. Are you paying SportsFuture to enter this contest? No, absolutely not. What is happening is that a tiny transaction fee gets paid to the Apertum network, that's the blockchain this all runs on, every time you make a move in the game. It's a cost of using the tech itself, not a cost to enter the event.
Here's a really simple way to think about it. Imagine the blockchain is a massive digital highway. To do anything on that highway, like playing a card in this solitaire game, you have to pay a tiny little toll. That toll money doesn't go to the event organizer, SportsFuture. It goes to the people who keep the highway running smoothly, the network validators. It's just a fundamental part of how this technology works. All right, we're almost there. Before you jump in and start playing, let's just quickly cover the fine print. There are a few key rules from the official disclaimers that you definitely need to know about. So this is mostly the standard stuff, but it's super important. You've got to be 18 or older to play. Also, you should definitely check if these kinds of events are allowed where you live. And remember, the winners are chosen randomly from all the active players. It has nothing to do with your score. And the big one, if you win, you are the one responsible for handling any and all taxes on your prizes.
Okay, so that was a lot of information. What are the most important things you need to walk away with? Let's do a super quick recap.
Here's the bottom line. It's a free-to-play solitaire event happening on the OpenPlaza platform. You can win real Web3 prizes, like NFTs and SFUT tokens. But remember, while there is no entry fee for the contest, those standard small blockchain network fees do apply when you play.
And of course, double-check the dates and make sure you're eligible before you start.
And all of this brings us to one final, really interesting thought. What we're seeing here is a simple, classic game being used as a kind of gateway to introduce a massive audience to Web3 ideas, like NFTs and crypto. It really makes you wonder, is this kind of mix, simple fun plus digital ownership, the new playbook for how brands are going to connect with their fans in the future? Definitely something to think about.